It is the day of Jasmine's visa interview, and Gino is so excited. He has positive vibes.
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
He thinks she's going to pass and she's going to be able to come to America. So he puts on his favorite socks. He brushes his favorite teeth with his favorite toothbrush and his favorite toothpaste. And he's just in very good spirits. Meanwhile, Jasmine's in Panama and she is getting ready for her visa interview. She is super nervous and super anxious about it. She's wearing head to toe pink, which I loved. And she also chose to wear very light and natural makeup, which I thought that was a very good choice. Good job, Jasmine. I thought she looked gorgeous. Now, let's go back to Gino for a second. He invites his cousin Dana and they're decorating his living room with USA flags and Panamanian flags. And he's like doing the apple, crisscross applesauce with the flags. And it's kind of cute because he's so excited. He's like genuinely super excited. And he's like,
oh yeah, I can't wait to hear from Jasmine that she passed her interview.
Now going back to Jasmine, she's in the car. Her sister is driving, not Liz, it's another sister. And they're driving to the interview and her sister gets very emotional and she's like, I'm going to miss you so much when you leave for America. And they're both crying and they finally get to the interview destination. She walks in. 90 minutes later, Gino gets a phone call from Jasmine and he's super excited and he answers the phone and he's like,
hey, Jasmine.
And she's bawling her eyes out. She's like, Gino, they don't want us together. They're gonna find every excuse to keep us apart.
Baby, there you are.
I'm so sick and tired of this, man. I went through all the papers. And after making me wait for 1.5 hours, they just said, oh, we're sorry.
Well, apparently they had a processing issue with her interview, so they had to cancel it.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck it means, but they're gonna find an excuse just for us not to be together, baby.
She's just devastated, heartbroken. She feels like she's never gonna get to America. She's waited so long to be with the love of her life. And she finally gets this interview and they don't do it. Gino's devastated. He's trying to cheer her up and he's like, don't worry, Jasmine, we're gonna figure this out. And then she goes, why do you have those flags? I don't want to see Panama right now.
Why did you have the Panamanian flag?
What do you mean?
I don't want to see the Panamanian flags in the background. Move the camera.
Jasmine was inconsolable and I was like, you know what? Maybe Jasmine's hungry. Maybe she needs a little food in her stomach. Maybe I should send her a Factor box. They're fresh, never frozen, dietitian approved meals that get delivered right to your door. All you have to do is pop them in the microwave for 2 minutes and then you get to enjoy your delicious and nutritious meal. They have a variety of options like keto, calorie smart, vegan and veggie, and protein plus. I usually get their calorie smart meals and I just bought next week's meals using my own code, thot50. Let me tell you something. I actually love their grilled chicken with mashed potatoes and green beans. So good. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know how they do it to make their chicken so moist and juicy because every single time I try to cook chicken, I botch it. You gotta try it. So head over to factor75.com or click the link below and use my code MyThot50 to get 50% off your first box. Yeah, you heard right. You get half off your first entire box. So again, go to factor75.com or click the link in my description to get 50% off your first box. And thank you, Factor, for sponsoring this video.
And last week, Violet texted me and told me that she's pregnant.
What the is going on for real? I'm so confused and I'm so shocked and I'm so speechless. Like, what the hell did I just watch? Are they really trying to tell me that they had schmecks? Who's gonna believe that Violet and Riley had schmecks? First of all, it felt like she couldn't even be near him. Like, just his presence upset her so much. They could barely hold hands. Every time he reached out for her hand, which wasn't that often, she would cringe a little. They had no physical chemistry. Everything was awkward and weird and cringy. I don't even think we saw them kiss. Not even a peck on the lips. Did they kiss on the cheek? I honestly, I don't even remember, but they definitely did not kiss on the lips. Was she even attracted to him? Because she called him fat and ugly when he got there. So in the last episode, Riley left Vietnam and they were saying their goodbyes. And now in this episode, he's telling us that Violet has been rage texting him.
When I landed, she texted me some things, and then we ended on goodbye.
She's saying she doesn't want to be with him anymore, and then she wants to be with him, and he doesn't know what to do. This is way too much toxicity.
But after I returned home, I got some very nasty text messages from Violet saying that it's over and she doesn't want anything to do with me anymore.
First of all, who's that? Because I don't recognize her. Oh my God, we gotta get rid of these filters. How are you supposed to know what anyone really looks like when you're dating online until you meet them in person? It's terrifying. If you're a guy and you're watching this video, can you please let me know if you guys use filters as well? Okay, so in her text message, it reads, some of it is cut off. So it reads, a lot of people pursue flirting, but I close my heart because I hope you are the right person for me, but you are not. I want to break up the relationship. Good luck with your choice. Goodbye. And she told him to block her. Oh my God. This is a permanent goodbye. Like, don't contact me. We're done for good. I don't even want to talk to you. I guess Riley forgot to block her or decided not to block her because a few days later, she texts him again. I'm sorry to have hurt and disappointed you and shattered your dreams of a family. I loved you so much and didn't give you true love like you expected. I want to marry. I want a peace family. I want to take care of a man. Love him. Okay? What the f? Now at this point, Riley doesn't really know what to do because their entire relationship, it's been up and down. She's had major mood swings. One day she loves him, the next day she hates him, and then the next day after she loves him again, and so on and so forth. One day, Riley's just chilling on his sofa and he gets another text message from Violet. And it says, congratulations, you're gonna be a dad.
And told me that she's pregnant. It's mine.
I think collectively as an audience, we're like, what the f? How is that possible? Is she Mary? Is this like an immaculate pregnancy? Well, Riley explains that they had schmecks and it was their last day, or it was his last day. At the end of the night, they said goodbye, they parted ways, and then she came back to his hotel room and they were just chatting, and then one thing led to another. A hand went there and a mouth went there, and they had schmecks.
I was shocked. I did not expect her to show up at all. It was nice. It really was nice. But I didn't think I would be making a baby. Like, that's nuts.
This is not at all what I expected from them. I was so tired of them and so sick of them. I was ready for them to leave. But this news, oh, it just made up for everything. Like every bored minute, annoyed moment that I had between their arguments, this just made it so worth it. First of all, she's 43. So she's hella fertile, like to bang once and then to get pregnant. But Riley is telling Tiffany all of this, and he tells her that he's on a medication that makes him not be able to produce sperm. So he only has a 1% chance of getting someone pregnant. And Violet doesn't know that he's on this kind of medication.
The reason why I have doubts right now is because Violet has lied to me in the past. And also, from what my doctors have told me, I cannot get a woman pregnant because of the medication that I'm on. It's not that it can never happen. I would have to be off the medication for a certain period of time to bring up my sperm count. So I'm kind of like, how? But miracles do happen and life finds a way.
So either she's A, lying, B, telling the truth and she really is pregnant, but it's not Riley's. So understandably, Riley wants to make sure that Violet is pregnant with his child, right? And as long as it's his child, he's going to be there for the child and support it financially, emotionally, mentally. He doesn't know how yet in terms of like where he's going to live, but he's ready to be there for the baby. But he just has to make sure it's his. So he calls up different hospitals. I guess it was, he made sure that it was an international hospital so that they could speak English and he could be in the loop with everything. And he told Violet, listen, I found a great doctor at this international hospital. They speak English, so I can be in communication with them. And I'm going to pay for every single treatment and whatever you need. I'm going to financially support you. Just please go to this doctor at this hospital.
And she wouldn't do it. Oh. She said, no, I have my own doctor.
Listen, I understand like you have your own doctor and you're very comfortable with your doctor. You've known your doctor for years and years and you don't want him to tell you which doctor or where to go. I get that. But I do find it highly suspicious that she just shut it down. She declined. She didn't even consider anything else. There was no conversation about what if we do this or that. He doesn't know what to do or what to think or how to proceed. Can you blame the dude?
Are you okay?
I felt bad for him in the moment. He got very emotional. I think it was a mixture of like, wow, am I really having a child? Am I bringing a child into this world? And then what if she is lying? What if this is not real?
I don't want to get that emotionally attached based on the history of my relationship with Violet. I don't even really know for sure if I was the only man she was seeing.
I don't know what kind of monster would lie about this to trap a man. So I'm really, really hoping that this isn't a lie. You know, like I really hope she is pregnant and it's just not his. I mean, the chances are very, very low considering he's on that medication. But wow, if she were to be lying about this, or oh my God, you know what would be worse? If she lied that she were pregnant and then lied about having a miscarriage. That would be insane. But I feel like only an evil person would do that. And I don't know if Violet is an evil person. So I'm just hoping, and I'm going to assume that she maybe had a pregnancy scare. Maybe she took a pregnancy test. I don't know. I'm trying to I don't know. That would just be so bizarre to lie that you're pregnant. And for what? What would be her purpose? It didn't really seem like she wanted to come to America. So why? Whew, that was crazy. That was so crazy. Now, I wanted to quickly touch on Dempsey and Statler. I don't cover them and I haven't this season. However, I caught a little bit of their scene in this episode where they were talking about kids. And the reason why they're broken up or they're breaking up or they were going to break up, but then they stopped breaking up. I don't know. But whatever. Anyway, they were going to break up because Statler told Dempsey that she didn't want to have kids. Like it was a hard no.
Say you don't ever want kids. That's not what you told me. So we've gone into a relationship on you being on the same page as me. We both haven't made our minds up yet. Then you just bring it on me that it's a definite no. And
at one point, Statler said that she didn't want to lose her relationship with Dempsey over kids. You definitely have to be on the same page with that. And I just found it really interesting because kids are, in my opinion, a non-negotiable. If you know, some people know that they want a kid and some people know that they don't want a kid. And some people understand that they don't want one, but that could change. You know what I mean? So I feel like whatever you're feeling in that moment, you have to let your romantic partner know. If you don't want them now, but you understand you could change your mind so you don't really know, then you got to tell them that. And so eventually that's what Statler tells Dempsey. Like, I don't know if I'm going to want that in the future, but right now I don't.
Because in this moment, I can't imagine having a kid. Like, and I'm not going to pull something out of my ass and be like, yeah, I would be down to be with someone who 100% wants a kid when I don't want a kid. Because in this moment, I can't fathom that. Like, it just depends on where I'm at. Maybe in a couple years, sure, but like, I'm not in that place, so I don't know.
And I totally relate to that. When I was recently dabbling in online dating and when I was setting up my profile and I got to the kids section, there weren't that many options. There was, I'm trying to remember. The options were, yes, I want a kid, or no, I don't want kids, or maybe I might want kids, maybe someday. I think it was that. And I think that was it. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm going to put no, I do not want kids. But then I realized, what if like the guys who are scrolling through, they have kids. And so they perceive my no, I do not want kids as I do not want your kids. You know what I mean? Because my answer would be no, I don't plan on having kids. But if you have kids, I am okay with that. Does that make sense? So I feel like they need to add something like that. So yeah, I just thought that was a fault on these apps. They need to add more options. Well, that's it for the recap. Next week is a tell-all and they're going to have a live audience. I think this is the first time they've done it. It's super exciting, but hello, where was my call? I also noticed Tyree wasn't at the tell-all in person, so I want to know why. Was it his choice or was production like, we don't really need you? And Amanda, ooh, I feel like she's going to ruffle some feathers. She has an attitude. She kind of comes off as like, my don't stink. Okay, everybody else's shit stinks, but not mine. I don't know. From that preview, I was like, I don't think they're together. I feel like she got back home, got the ick, changed her mind, was mean to him again and standoffish. And yeah, I don't think they're together. Well, you guys have to let me know your thoughts about Violet and Riley. I definitely want to know. So leave them in the comments and I will talk to you soon. Bye.